everybody, and welcome to this vlog. It's actually called Roblog, but it is a vlog. But why do I call it Roblog? Because it's my blog, and I can call it whatever in Christmas I like. Thanks for joining me today. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. And I tried to create a little Christmas scene for you this morning with the lovely fireplace in the background. And if you could see me now, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I'm doing this. I'm not sitting on a chair. I'm actually sitting on the floor in order that you may see the fireplace, that I can get the fireplace in the shot as well as my lovely Christmas face. So that's where I'm sitting. I'm sitting way down low. Anyways, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you take some time during this season to just sit back and relax. I like to just sit in the great room, have a lovely book or a magazine, watch the fire, have music on in the background, and just really enjoy the season, especially once the hubbub of shopping and getting Christmas Day over and done with, to just sit and just reflect. And if you read on my Roblog, the other vlogs beforehand, hopefully I've given you a few Christmas ideas and a few things that touch your heart as well. So anyways, speaking of that, I asked my friend Janet to help me compose a little Christmas story. And I'm going to read that to you now. It's actually called The Perfect Tree. Once upon a time, there was a little girl by the name of Janet, and she lived in a very small town. She was excited about Christmas coming, and she wanted to find the perfect Christmas tree for not only herself, but her family too. Well, she heard that the best Christmas trees were found in a little forest just outside of town. One day, Janet set out on a journey to find the perfect tree, not long before Christmas Day. She packed some snacks, in case she gets hungry. A little bit of Rice Krispie squares would be good. She put on a warm coat, and she grabbed a flashlight because, all those trees in the forest, sometimes it can get a little dark. So she had her flashlight ready. She walked for a long time through the forest, hours maybe. She was looking for that perfect tree. Oh, our Janet was a real perfectionist. Well, she saw trees to the left and to the right and in front of her and trees behind her, trees all over the place, but Janet, being the picky little person that she was, couldn't find the right tree. Well, the sun was getting close to setting and it was getting darker, hence one of the reasons, too, why Janet brought a flashlight along. She was starting to feel just a little bit discouraged. I think if she had a little glass of vodka, she'd feel really good. Well, she was tired and she was a little chilly and she still hadn't found that perfect tree. And just when she was about to give up, she saw a beautiful tree way off in the distance. It was tall and it was full and had many branches, and the last remaining bit of sunlight shone through those branches and sparkled. Well, Janet ran towards the tree, but the closer she got, she realized that she was on the other side of a huge, deep ravine. Oh, shit. Well, she couldn't cross the ravine, but she decided that maybe she could try to climb down the ravine to the bottom. No, Janet thought that wouldn't work either. She was stuck. Just then, Janet heard a voice behind her. It was the park ranger. The park ranger had seen Janet walking alone in the forest from his great big lookout tower. Well, he asked her what was wrong, and Janet told him about the tree on the other side of that gorge. The ranger smiled and he said, "I know how to get across that ravine, Janet, so follow me." Well, he led Janet to a very narrow bridge that went right across the deep ravine. Well, Janet was a little bit scared, but she put her trust in the park ranger, and they crossed the bridge together. And Janet was able to chop down that perfect tree and drag it home for her family. Well, Janet was so grateful that she invited the park ranger to her house for a wonderful Christmas dinner. There were friends like the park ranger, there were aunts and there were uncles and there were cousins, and they had a wonderful Christmas time together. Now, Janet realized that the perfect tree wasn't the most important thing. The most important thing was spending Christmas time with friends and family. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. Have a Merry Christmas.